Well, good evening, Sag. Welcome to the Midnight Messages. So just keep in mind when you're watching this may not be your reading. I want to say this because I read all the comments and, like, it's all cool, you're always free to speak your mind, but sometimes it just isn't your story. You know what I mean? So, some people, especially since we're in retrograde season, there is a lot going on concerning reconciliation and people coming back, and some people want that. Okay, so try to approach with an open mind. If you aren't looking for people to come back, then it's not for you. And I say this because this is about people coming back. Okay, Sag. Okay, I love all y'all. So, here's the dealio. Um, so, you know, seeing the map maker of destiny. So, this is really like, this is a fated moment, Sag. Um, there's something very fated about you and this person. Okay, and there's also a lot of triggering energy here too. So there is definitely conflict, like a lot of it. The Five of Swords just kept coming out, but there's a lot of swords. There's a lot of being in your head about it. Okay, so let's get on with it. The mapmaker of destiny is basically there's a destined thing coming. This is, an opportunity to follow destiny. And I feel it's really interesting with this because it does definitely have that soul contract feel because we are seeing the lovers. And when I asked what this reading was about, this definitely was about a conflict and someone just not wanting to deal with the conflict. And it kind of seems like now they're very much like they want to work on things, but it's kind of like with this person, they really want to say the right thing. Okay, so this might be a person who actually really thinks about what the right thing to say is. And that is because, there was some BS here for sure. The Five of Swords with the Seven of Swords would say that there were games, ghosting, yeah, a lot of stuff. Okay. So, is that an answer? I don't know. Because I feel like this could be just about someone you've been in conflict with. So this could be about any relationship in your life, but though it does have a very much a love feel for me, and definitely a twin flame feel. Okay, so understand that twin flames are about a healing journey. Okay, so it's a very triggering connection. Some twin flames do end up together, but majorly they don't. It's about healing your inner wounds and your child wounds and triggering each other into awakening. It's a heck of a thing. But what I'm seeing here is that as much as you were meant to separate, you were meant to come back together. Because the Five of Wands is here, and the Four of Wands, and the Eight of Swords, like, geez Louise. Like, really, I'm probably thinking a lot about if this is fixable, if we can fix this, right? And it kind of seems like every time you try, something happens, because this is what I'm seeing on the bottom of the deck. But we're going to get to that with the ending energy. There is communication coming from someone who has not been speaking. And, they think a lot about, and this may have been your last conversation with this person. you know, because the Five of Wands, of course, is a difference of opinion, right? It's also resistance and blockages and other people. I don't really feel like this is about other people. I feel like you're very different. And, you know, when you're talking about people you have soul contracts with that you're supposed to work healing things out with, you are very different. There will be age difference, ethnic differences, culture differences, a lot of differences, belief differences, because I feel like the universe makes it more challenging for the healing aspect, you know, because healing is challenging. And so, yeah, I mean, especially if you are on the twin flame journey, depending on what you believe, you know, it is very challenging, and it is a long drawn out battle. So, you know, there is someone coming in. Okay, so this person, it could be that this person played games with you, and that's why, or they sabotaged it for sure. And, you know, I don't know exactly what it is they did the last time you spoke, but there is definitely a lot of conflict between you. And so when they come back to talk to you, it could be that you're defensive. This actually could start a fight. But, you know, they're trying to change things here. So maybe you might want to be careful about the Seven of Wands energy, because that's definitely Sagittarius. I definitely feel as if you will be defensive, because maybe it's like you're just so used to the conflict with this person that coming together is a harder flow, right? But it's actually what they want, you know. They needed to figure out what was good for them, and probably they needed to walk away from some things, and most likely they did walk away from you. But this was for them to figure things out, because if you look at this Eight of Cups, she's looking back. And she's looking back at what she's leaving behind. You know, the truth is like, now, it's kind of like now they know, and they want to put effort in. How you'll feel about that is, I don't know, and I feel like this person might have said something along the lines of that you weren't for them, or made you think in some way that they didn't want to be with you. They weren't telling the truth. Let me just say that. They weren't really telling the truth, because with this Eight of Cups, I feel like this person isn't letting go. I feel like they're not walking away. But I do feel really strongly in this is that this person, and this person really much kind of stirs your itch to fight. And I don't know if it's just what you're used to with them, right? So kind of like that energy of always expecting there to be some challenge, right? You know, I think that you thought this person walked away, but they didn't. But what they actually were doing was trying to figure some things out. With the Eight of Pentacles is also putting effort into yourself. There's a lot of self-care, right? And I feel like this person, I feel like that's what they were doing. You know, I don't actually feel, and I don't feel like they were honest about it. I feel like they made you feel or made you think that they didn't want it with you. Five of Wands. And probably made you think as well that they didn't want a relationship. Okay? But that's changing. And the truth is that one of the main reasons you're supposed to come together with this person is because of how different you are. I mean, it's always been like because the Four of Wands is the 1111 card. It's always been the goal. It's always been the universe's goal. And this is leading to love and prosperity. And, you know, the Eight of Wands with the King of Swords. I mean, this person hasn't been talking. We saw the King of Swords last night, too. I don't think it's the same person, but it's definitely someone who hasn't been talking. And now they are talking, maybe via the internet, to you, because they want this with you. And this is changing. This is coming together. The Lovers with the Wheel of Fortune. It's kind of like, because you know the Lovers, there's always a decision, a choice in the Lovers. And, you know, this is about timing. And it's kind of like it's the right time. And maybe this person realizes it's the right time because they've done some stuff here. They've done some stuff. The Sun Dancer, the Well Watchers. And on some level, this is bringing in money. Maybe you're going to make money together. If you checked out the reading that was about money earlier in the week, there was something said about making money with a partner. And the truth is like, this person is now ready to go forth in life. They're ready for joy. They're ready for abundance. They've learned something here. And I feel like this person has been, maybe you did trigger this person into awakening, because they've definitely been on a spiritual journey. So the High Priestess, the Knight of Cups. I don't think you see this coming. And this person has definitely been alone. And very much like the High Priestess is alone. They are solitary. They deal with their feelings. They deal with their intuition in private. Queen of Cups, Two of Wands, the Death card with the Three of Pentacles, and the Fool. So basically, this person's done a lot of thinking, reflecting. They've done some work on themselves. And it's funny because what I'm seeing is that you come together as knights. You would be the Knight of Wands. They would be the Knight of Cups. And you definitely are looking at each other, honestly. And I kind of feel like right now it's just going to be about talking. Because when I think of the knights, although the knights do take action, I tend to think of them as messengers, communicators. And, you know, it's kind of like there's a lot of feelings here with the Queen of Cups, and a lot of, like, the singular journey, how you both have really taken care of yourselves, and how you've each been on your own path. But now it's time for that path to merge. With the Death card, it's time for that to change. The Fool, the Two of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. And I'll be honest, like, it's basically what needed to happen was there needed to be a truth that was looked at. Okay? That wasn't being looked at, and there was a lot of indecisiveness. And so, especially for this person, they have been facing maybe one of the things that really was difficult for this person was taking chances. And so they've faced that about themselves, because it has actually held them back from taking action. But now they're ready to do that. They're ready to do that because they've really thought about it. And this person actually has been through a dark night of the soul. And it really stems from their indecisiveness. And their indecisiveness comes from a place, and their inaction comes from a place in the past. This person carries a lot. And they had to really look at that. You know, they had to really look at that and get back on the right path in order to move forward with you. They knew that they had to be, like, they had to be the Knight of Pentacles. They had to be in the mode of actually laying the seeds for another path, doing the right thing, you know. And I feel like this was something that this person had a hard time facing, because we're seeing, you know, with the Seven of Swords and the Devil, with the Ten of Swords, Jesus, and the Ten of Pentacles. Like, they had to take a look back at their past. And the pain that they were carrying actually created a blockage and kind of made them toxic, right? But that's changing. I hate to tell you, but that is changing. And I feel like you're going to hear from this person. Definitely about what they've been going through. Okay, so if you're triggered, and it does feel like you're triggered as well, because you're in defensive energy, you're in Eight of Swords energy, you know, so if this is your reading, you'll definitely know. You'll definitely know, Sag, because this very much has a soul contract feel to it, you know, and that's about lessons and healing, my friends. That's about lessons and healing. So let's see what this person would like to say, but hasn't said. What would you like? What's your heart-to-heart message for Sagittarius? You know, even if this isn't a twin flame for you, this could be someone you've been in separation with. And I don't think it's all bad, because I feel like you had to travel your own path for a while. Sometimes we can't always heal together. Just saying. So what do they want to say? Trust me, I'm not the same person I was before. Yep. Please forgive me. Okay. Oh, we're losing the cards. We will be together soon. You feel like home. Uh-oh. Okay, so it's like, so forever who this is for, you know. Expect this communication. Toodles.